Hey guys, what's up? This is Ziploc Rules 2013 and welcome back to Let's Play Super Monkey Ball. Today we're going to be continuing through the main game. We have technically 2 more difficulties to play through. Now you only see one here, you only see Expert. There's going to be 50 stages, but when you get to the end of Expert, if you do it all, you go through all 50 stages with only one continue, and you don't use that continue, you're not even allowed to use it, then you actually get 5, well, first of all, you get 10 extra stages like you do on Beginner and Advanced. They're going to be harder, obviously, but you also get 5 Master stages to play, which we will show off, only I've got a bit of a different plan to get those. Now, if you go to that goal on the right side there, that actually takes you up to floor 5. It's a bit more narrow and it's a bit more steep. Well, actually, the way we went was completely flat, so it is just steep in general. This one here is a lot harder to get, and it actually takes you to the same floor. It takes you to floor 5. I don't know why you'd go for this one over floor 2 skip, but that is there if you, for some ungodly reason, want to go for it. But yeah, so I've got a bit of a different plan for how I'm going to get to the Master stages. There's only 5 of them. But I am nowhere near good enough in one run to go for the Master stages and get through all 50 stages basically unscathed. You can only die probably, what, like 4 or 5 times once you add up all your lives and 1-ups. So I've got a bit of a different plan. I'm not going to spoil it quite yet, but maybe you can speculate in the comments. I know it's going to be kind of illegitimate, but it's better than just not showing the stages off at all, because I'm no Monkey Ball master. I don't claim for a second to be a Monkey Ball master. So, I don't know. I will certainly show those, though. Alright, bonuses. There will be new bonuses shown here. This one's the same as in Advanced. They don't cut your time in half again. It stays at 30. It should probably go to 20 or 25. Since it's Expert, probably 20, which, I don't know. You can probably get away with that. I mean, like, right there, that was, what, like 17 seconds? So that was easy enough. But, yes, so, they don't sponsor Dole on this stage, technically, besides on the bananas there. This looks like the Dole stage, though, from Beginner. Only, there's spaces here, and actually these squares do split off, and they are quite small. I remember these levels did give me trouble in Super Monkey Ball Jr., which I never realized was literally just a direct port of this game. I always realized, you know, okay, there's a few stages that look the same, but no, all in all, it's pretty much an exact port, just the stages look different because, well, they're on a freaking Game Boy, so of course they're going to look different. Now here you can either just really quickly skip across these tiles, or you can just do that. That's probably the smarter thing to do, is to just slowly go across. But if you're speedrunning, obviously, you would just, you would fall to your death, clearly. That's what you do in a speedrun. But yeah, you would probably just skip over it. It's a bit more luck-based if you do that. So I try and avoid doing that at all costs. And come on, that's the easy part. How do I die there? I'm going to try and die as few times as I can, but I can't guarantee that there won't be any stupid deaths. Like, I'm sure I'll make some dumb mistakes here and there. Okay, this looks a lot like Exam A, or like, what, stage... Is it like stage 15 or whatever in Advanced? There's a stage like this in Advanced and in Beginner. Just a harder version of it. Same sort of layout pretty much, only here a lot more narrow. And you need to pay attention quite a bit more. Not very detailed down there. You still get kind of these, those are some big monkeys in that diner there, whatever that is. Not even going to try and read whatever's on those freaking labels on the buildings, but very interesting backgrounds. Not the most interesting for that one, I guess. I'll try at least not to run out of time on any of these stages. I think that should be manageable. You know, running out of time I generally play a bit fast on most of these stages, so I don't think that should be much of an issue for me, especially if you take skips like that. Now, those skips are some of the most satisfying you can possibly take in this game. Cut off so much time. Now, here you wouldn't want to do that because you don't go here on the kind of the cupcake route. Pretty difficult, pretty narrow. It's still pretty narrow here, especially seeing as it's kind of a see-through platform, but at least with Mimi's kind of bubble ball here, I can kind of use her feet. Like I can at least tell where I am, but I don't know. I imagine if you use one of the other characters, I think Gongon would be a bit harder to kind of tell where you are on the line if you were using Gongon, because he's a bit larger of a character. But I don't know. Despite being very difficult, I've only beaten Expert a few times in this game, and I've only beaten Master once. And it was not technically legitimately, I'll fully admit that. But yeah, these are very fun stages if you can bring yourself to get better at the game and complete them. You really do need to kind of, I wouldn't say grind, but you do need to have experience with this game. Practice makes perfect, really does apply to this game. And I really do agree with that sentiment. Like, you really do get better at this game the more you play. Like, I remember when I was little, I really never thought I'd get anywhere in Expert. Oh, come on, I didn't hit that. I barely touched it. Now we're underwater again. And supposedly there's a bit of a physics change, at least to some degree, when you're underwater. I don't know if I've ever really noticed it that much. But whatever, it's still, it's so pretty underwater, man. I really wish they made like a marathon mode here, where you could just have all the stages from all the difficulties kind of in one. Come on, that is so, how do you die on stage 12? Okay, well, I'm using a continue, so thank goodness I don't have a limit to those. This stage isn't even hard, so that's kind of pathetic. I died here, but there really should be. I know they made it like in Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. There's a marathon mode where it just goes through all the difficulties and you play through all the stages. And that's really cool, but why didn't this game have that? Why didn't Monkey Ball 2 have that? Monkey Ball 2, you could at least select the master stages from the menu, but I don't know. Why wasn't the marathon mode kind of conceived just a little earlier? It's a little strange. Now here, this is like the advanced variant of this stage. Only these parts of the stages, or of this stage, is not actually connected to each other. You have to kind of skim across. Grab a little bundle of bananas. Not that it really matters. It doesn't really matter how many lives I use here. But whatever. Just play like it does matter. Just play like you are on 5 continues. Hell, play like you're on 3 continues. The true arcade experience. I don't actually know if that's how the arcade version of this game worked, but that is kind of the trend among most arcade games. Is that you get 3 continues. Alright, floor 15. Okay, this one is a bit strange. You gotta really quickly... You're shitting me. I kind of have a strategy. Just sort of sit here for a moment and then just kind of make a mad dash. It's not as fun doing that because you don't hit the bumpers and you can't, like, get all the bananas. It's hard to do that anyway, though. So, whatever, I guess. I can't imagine how hard that one was in the Game Boy Advance game. I really have not played that Game Boy Advance game at all since I did my Let's Play. I know for a fact this one caught me off guard a bit and was a little bit rough. Okay, so you just kind of angle yourself for the goal. Okay, I kind of made a mad dash there. That might have not been a wise idea. I don't this was in Monkey Ball Jr., right? Some sort of variation of this. Why did I... darn, I didn't... I wanted to go... Okay, so the fun way to play this stage is to sort of really wing it and try and go like 2 little... whatever, little terminals over here. Much harder to do that. Okay, especially if you wait too long to kind of go. Generally, the rule of thumb is you just wait for the bumpers to go by and just go over one. But it's fun to stretch the rules, you know? It's fun to kind of break the normal means of beating the stage, if you know what I mean. So I kind of try and do that, but there, it clearly did not work very well. This one here, you really have to go to the edge of the stage if you don't want to fall off. You can, yeah, really easily lose yourself there. That is much harder than the advanced variation, where you can actually just go in a straight line. And yeah, you'll have to readjust, but you don't really ever... It's not really ever dangerous, if you will. Here, there's some extra bananas you can get over there if you really want them. I really don't particularly care about them, so I'm just going to go for the goal. And pretty much every 10 stages, the theme of the stages themselves will change. So you get 10 levels of water stages, 10 levels of the normal, you know, grassy plain stages. Not plains, like grass. The more simplistic layouts, if you know what I mean. The ones you get at the beginnings of each difficulty. I am so bad at describing these things. What am I doing? Why am I having such brain farts tonight? I don't know. Here we're going to get 10 levels worth of desert courses here. Or desert stages, I guess I should say. I was going to try and get some bananas, but no, the little launcher said no, I suppose. Oh, here we go. So there was a version, this is not the same as the one that was in Super Monkey Ball Jr. This is a Sega stage. Well, I hate that starting point there. You're basically just rolling around on a little Sega logo, which is pretty cool. Pretty cutesy. Early 2000s. Oh god, I hate the start of the level though. It's very random. Your landing there is kind of hit or miss. And yeah, I do not like this stage at all. In the GBA version, it's actually a realism stage, so it's actually pretty cool there. Here, it's just, it's unnecessary. It's really, there's two approaches you can use. You can kind of try and do that. Okay. That's what I was trying to do before. It's kind of hard, though. Or you can just kind of whale it, go full speed, full steam ahead. I meant to go on the inside there. This, okay, that usually doesn't work. I'm kind of amazed that worked. You should try and go on the inside one there and then just kind of skip over to the middle. And then you can easily get to the end there. So that stage kind of blows, if I'm being honest. This one you have some shifting platforms. If you are really good enough here, you could probably pick up all the bananas there. I'm actually amazed I did that. I usually only get a few of them, and I usually try and get them all and then just kind of fail. There I was kind of like, whatever. You know, it'd be cool if I got them, but no, I actually got them all, so that's pretty cool. Floor 24, this one, it's a bit more narrow, and it's going to be downhill, then it goes uphill a bit. But man, this desert visual, they really, Sega, in this game, specifically with this version, because the arcade version is very plain looking, but here they really nailed the visuals. They really made this desert look like something else. Just the visual effects, really impressive for a game from 2001. This game actually came out here in North America only a few weeks after I was born, as did the GameCube. My sister actually got this on launch, so this GameCube's almost as old as me. Actually, probably is technically older than me, if you count the manufacture date. I don't know if there's any way to figure that out. I do have the player's choice copy of the game, so I know I do have a later print of the game. But man, just look at it. They got just kind of that blurring effect in the background just because it's so damn hot in the desert. It's really impressive. Most 2001 games didn't look anywhere near as good. You know, Wave Race Blue Storm looks pretty pleasant. Luigi's Mansion's nice as a Halloween treat. I've actually been playing that on the side a bit. But in my opinion, this game really just takes the cake for visuals. It's just really pleasant to look at. It's aged like fine wine visually. At least in my opinion. It is a very pretty game. And I don't know. Like, I guess Super Monkey Ball 2 probably looks overall better, but I don't know. They had more time to work with the engine and whatnot, more time to develop the game. It came out after this one. This was just straight up a port of a arcade game released at launch for the GameCube. So I think it's more impressive here. Now, there is that other path you can take for this floor with the banana bunches. I personally don't care enough to go over there. But if you're up for a challenge or just up to torture yourself, then I guess you could go for that. I don't know why you would, but whatever. It's an option, I suppose. You can actually skip down to the spiral without actually going to the edge here. I wouldn't recommend doing that. It's very hit or miss. Typically, if you hit the platform here with not enough speed, you will just instantly bonk off the side and just go into the pit. And you will just be falling to the sand, and that won't be good. So I would just recommend playing through this the normal way if I were to give advice. I said I was going to stop after 25 floors. I guess I lost track a little bit. So actually, we're just going to stop here at floor 28. I know we're ending a little abruptly, but I don't want this going on for too long. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and we will pick up right here with floor 29 on expert mode. So I'll see you then. Peace.